due to Putin's price hike. And
She
we
got it
expect a
twice.
large
She said it
difference
2 times.
between core and headline.
She had to say it 2 times because of Putin's price hike. Because of Putin's price. But it's not Putin's price hike. As I said, inflation was already increasing to 40-year highs before any of that happened. This was back in 2020, the trend began. Because one of the first things that Joe Biden did when he entered the White House was take a look at the economy and go, "Oh, pretty nice economy here. Be a shame somebody ruined it." And he did just that. It's like a toddler playing with a Lego structure. It's Joe Biden. Putin's price hike. People aren't buying it. And they can push this out here as much as possible, but people are not buying the line. They're not buying it, and I think that they're actually getting a bit resentful the more that the administration pushes this, because they feel as though they're being kind of condescended to, because they are. We knew it was going to be bad. This is the worst since 1981. I was 3 years old. Look at that. Ooh, I've never experienced this in my life. High inflation like this. I mean, Kane, really, neither of you, because you were also a child.
I was a young kid.
And Juan was not here on Earth. No. So he has no, and neither was Steve. So we've never, this is nuts. This is crazy. 1981. You know, that defined Carter's presidency. The no new taxes, read my lips, that defined Bush's, HW's legacy, his presidency. It's defining Biden's. So compared to 1 year ago, you are paying, I'm going to get mad. I'm going to try to make it through these numbers. I may have to actually decrease the air conditioning, gentlemen, because I get hot when I get mad. So I might start sweating. You're paying 48% more for gas today than you did a year ago. You're paying almost 36% more for a used car today than you did a year ago. You're paying 22% more today for your natural gas bill than you did 1 year ago. You're paying 14% more, this is national average, for meat, fish, and eggs today than you did 1 year ago. You're paying 13% more for a new car today than you did 1 year ago. You're paying 11% more for electricity today than you did 1 year ago. Over 10% more for food at home today than you did 1 year ago. 8% more for transportation today than you did 1 year ago. 7% more for food away from home today than you did 1 year ago. And 7% more for clothing today than you did 1 year ago. And you're paying 5% more for shelter today than you did 1 year ago. You know why Americans are in a bitchy mood? Take a guess. Because everything is more expensive. That's why. Everything is more expensive. And so Biden can't take the steps required to remedy the situation because he can't even talk about the situation. Do you remember when NBC's Lester Holt did an interview with Biden and he was asking, let me pull this up. He did this interview. It was just disastrous. Biden looked quite bad. And he said inflation skyrocketing to 7.5%. It's a 40-year high. By the way, this is an interview that was done. This was back in beginning of February. And he said, yeah, and this was when inflation was already building to a 40-year high. You have it? Yeah, can we go ahead and hear this exchange, Kane?
I think it was back in July, you said inflation was going to be temporary. I think a lot of Americans are wondering what your definition of temporary is.
Well, you're being a wise guy with me a little bit, and I understand that's your job. But look, at the time, what happened was let's look at the reasons for the inflation. And the reason for the inflation is the supply chains were cut off, meaning that the products, for example, automobiles, the lack of computer chips to be able to build those automobiles so they could function, they need those computer chips. They were not available. So what happens? With the number of cars that were reduced, the new cars reduced, it made up at one point 1/3 the cost of inflation because the price of automobiles were up.
I call shenanigans. But Putin, though, I didn't see Putin in here. I'm looking at the transcript. No Putin. No Putin. And Lester Holt noted, even right before he went into that, he goes, inflation skyrocketing to 7.5%. It's a 40-year high. This is February, beginning of February. No mention of Putin. Lester Holt didn't mention Putin, Kane. No Putin mentioning.
Putin didn't even invade until February 24th.
Yeah.
This interview was on February 10th. So, yeah.
So Biden can't even talk about inflation. How in the hell is he supposed to take steps to fight it? What kind of federal policy is he going to craft to remedy the problem with inflation when he can't even talk about it? I mean, the chips with the cars and stuff. I mean, for the love. I mean, people are tired of paying more. They're tired of it. And our taxes are due next week. Oh my gosh.